and 2 minutes. Oh, and 2 minutes. Do it. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's mykenyanpuff, and today I am doing a Q&A. One or two of you requested for a Q&A, so this one is for you. When I asked you guys to send me your questions on Instagram via DM, I got around 15 or 16 questions, so this video shouldn't be too long. A lot of them were actually about my bleached hair, so I'll do my best to answer most of them. As you can see, I'm in a protective style, so you can't really see or assess my bleached hair, but maybe I'll be able to do a better update when I have my hair open again. Yeah, so let's get right into it. So I remember in the I bleached my 4B4C hair video, which I'm going to link up here, the hairdresser James said that I should avoid mixing my hair oils, that I should use one oil at a time. Then when I recently went for a hair event, I met with another hairstylist, and for some reason, and she hadn't even watched my video, she mentioned the same exact thing. She's like, oh, now you just make sure you get the right shampoo and the right products that are not going to strip the dye, and also don't mix oils. So I don't know, I'd asked her why, but I think it was just a busy day and she got distracted, so she didn't answer me. So again, it seemed like it was specifically for bleached hair. I know I'm not answering your questions, but what James had said in the video is that the mixture of oils, when you mix oils together, you're creating a new product. And oils are ingredients, so it means that when oils come together, you're going to create something totally new. And I guess that product that you create can also react with your hair in some way. So maybe bleached hair, because it's processed, is more likely to be affected by a mixture of oils. And you guys know I have an Ayurvedic oil, so I don't know what that's going to do to the length of my hair. So I've been using it still, but I use it only on my scalp, again because my roots are black. But James seems to generally prefer that everyone, whether you're a natural, whether you have relaxed hair, whether your hair is black or bleached or dyed, he says use one oil at a time. He says you can use multiple oils, like own multiple oils, but use them individually. So if today you need to oil your hair, use coconut oil alone. Tomorrow you oil your hair again, but you want to try use a different oil, fine, use avocado oil alone. So that's the best I can do, but obviously if I do find more information on it, I will be sure to share it on my other platforms. So make sure you're following me on Facebook and Instagram, which is where I post most of my content. I think I answered this in another Q&A. The thickness and the density of your hair and also your curl pattern is primarily genetic. So the thickness of my hair is not a result of certain products or a specific regimen. It is just the thickness of hair I was born with, to be honest. Usually when people ask me that, I just tell them to embrace their hair as it is. There are a number of things that give you an illusion of thicker hair, but I'm not too sure from personal experience that there are specific things that actually make your hair thicker, other than a surgery to increase your hair follicles. I don't believe that there is something that would make your hair thicker. So if your hair is not that dense or that thick, it doesn't mean it's any less beautiful. There are a number of beautiful ladies like It's Wanza, who is a Kenyan YouTuber, and she represents the fine-haired, low-density naturals, and I believe she does a really good job. So she also shares like how she manages that hair type and texture, and shares also how to style it, because the styling also is a bit different. No, dye and bleach are not the same thing. Bleach, as I believe I explained in the how I bleached my natural hair video, is just like the way you bleach your skin. You actually get rid of the melanin pigment. So it's a permanent irreversible process. So if I do get tired of the bleach, I will have to cut it off. And that's why I did not bleach all the way from the roots. So in case I do get bored of the bleached hair, I will just cut it off or grow the black part off and cut it off when I'm ready. Dye can be permanent or temporary. I'll leave a link to explain more about that, because I think that's something you can easily learn off of Google or several YouTube videos to understand the difference if it's still unclear. But bleach is permanent. Yes, my hair is definitely dry, I'm not going to lie. My hair before could go 3-4 days without the need to remoisturize, but since I bleached my hair, I'm remoisturizing almost daily if my hair is open. But if it's kept in twists, then I can skip a day or two. But again, it's nothing a solid regimen and a not so lazy natural won't be able to handle. I think in general, if you have whichever type of hair you have, whether you have chemically processed hair or natural hair or just any type of hair, you have to be very careful with heat. I'm not saying you must avoid it completely, but just figure out a routine that will prevent heat damage. However, I believe that people who have chemical processing of any kind, which includes regular dye, temporary dye, bleach, and chemically processed hair, like if your hair is relaxed or textured, then you have to be more careful when it comes to heat, because your hair is already processed, and then heat in itself is another process. So the combination of the two can weaken your hair further, and the chances of heat damage, of breakage, of excessive shedding of your hair just falling off. There are some people who have extreme cases like those. It's much higher in those cases. You have to look at all the factors. Look at your hair. You know your hair best, so you know what it can handle and what it can't handle. And then once you assess your hair, I think you'll know how to approach it. My short answer is I do not believe that it's necessary to take hair growth supplements for your hair to grow. And why I'm a bit almost scared of taking hair growth supplements is because it's very easy for you to overdose on that particular vitamin. Remember, there's a small daily requirement, especially for the likes of biotin. If you look up how much biotin you need per day, and then you read how much biotin some of those bottles of hair vitamins tell you to take, sometimes you're taking 3 or 4 times the amount of biotin you need. And the people who reach for hair vitamins and say their hair is not growing, it's possible that you have a deficiency. You could be sick, and that's why your hair is not growing. So maybe you need iron supplements or some other form of vitamin B, or you need something else. So reaching for a hair growth supplement might not be the best idea. So it might be a bit silly to say that hair growth vitamins should be prescribed, but if it were possible, then I think go to a trichologist, like go to a hair doctor and ask him if you need hair vitamins, and chances are he'll tell you you don't. So otherwise, a quarter an inch, half an inch a month, you're doing well. Trust me, your hair will grow eventually. So maybe you need to also look at your length retention. What are you doing that might not be helping you to retain length? Your hair might be growing, but it's just cutting off. Okay, honestly, I don't know. I don't scrub my face. By now you're all caught up on the fact that I use chemical exfoliation and not physical exfoliation, so I don't scrub my face at all. So you can check out those 2 videos to understand all of that, but I am not an advocate for face scrubs at all. I think when you're starting out, you just need to cleanse, moisturize, and protect with sunscreen. If I was to recommend the bare minimum to everyone from the age you decide you want to start taking care of your skin, then make sure that you cleanse very well. Remember, if you're wearing makeup, maybe double cleansing will be important. You use micellar water or a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm first, then your face wash, then moisturize and protect with sunscreen every single day. 2 things that unfortunately I haven't personally experienced, but a good place to start with those 2 is to wear sunscreen, because if you have either or you are at risk of either, then exposure to sun without protection is going to further worsen the situation. So make sure you're wearing your sunscreen, and then look into certain products that help with hyperpigmentation. I learned a lot about these from The Ordinary, so I leave a link to their website. They share a number of products that help with dark spots and hyperpigmentation. So I think there's the alpha arbutin, I think that's how you pronounce it, and there's niacinamide and zinc. So they have a number of products that are supposed to help with that. So of course you don't have to buy their product, although there are great reviews on them. Just maybe look out for those products and those ingredients in future products, and then try not to reach for traditional lighteners. Like, don't start using lemon in your face. I'm completely against lemon and baking soda, and unless it's heavily regulated, the likes of kojic acid, hydroquinone, and I think even mercury is used to lighten dark spots. It can go incredibly wrong. So as usual, talk to your doctor, go see a skincare expert. I'm going to leave some recommendations for dermatologists, so any skincare specialists I know, in the description box, so that you can talk to someone and ask them, and then they can guide you. But other than that, there are some good products out there that are safe for use at home. And then be patient. It's not going to happen overnight, and if it does, then you should be scared. Very scared. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Always remember that your hair is your crown and your body is your temple. Embrace it, love it, and take care of it. Bye.